at Spa-Francorchamps in Formula 2. Now, what do you think is the predictions for the finish of this race?
It should be a good race. It's the last race of the season, season 1. That's been cut short because of all the new drivers that have joined. And yeah, let's see. We got Westy and Jorrit. Maybe they'll battle it out for the win. The weather is clear for both sessions, and there won't be any rain. That's been confirmed by the drivers.
No rain at all. Oh my god. How about driving a Rouge in like seriously heavy rain? That would be completely awful.
I actually find it a bit easier because when it's raining you'll lift, and if it's dry you're always flat out, so
with a lot of drivers out in the start phase. I believe Dark Ninja is gonna be the first to go over the line to set in a time, and Coloman also.
yeah, we have 3 drivers out on the medium tires, and Buffy the Weller is the only one on softs. Everybody else is out on supers.
Yeah, because it's only in a 50% race, it's only 22 laps. So yeah, you can basically do whatever I did in F3. You basically start on the supers and then go to like lap 10, maybe like 9-10 if you want to start using that long, and then you probably should go to the mediums so you can push like all the time. If you start on the softs, you can basically just go to the supers and then be all good. Just depends where you want to start. If you want to start in the middle of the pack or at the back, you can quite easily choose with what tire you want. Just checking around with the drivers. There's currently no one put in a time yet. We have 3 people currently in the pits.
Ooh, Jorrit had a big moment up a Rouge, but he managed to catch the slide.
Dark Ninja first one, a 41.44.5 with the mediums. I gotta say, that is not the worst time. That is actually quite a good time if you put on the mediums. But I'm not sure if he's going to go and do a lot of laps on the mediums, or if he's going into the pits now and keep the mediums as his fastest time. Then now we have another fast lap at 1:42.9 on the super softs. That is a little slow with the super soft, and then another time 1:42.7 on the supers. Well, that is starting to look something. A lot of drivers barely having enough fuel to drive and out lap, and then you drive your hot lap, and then you gotta drive And Kyle, what are you doing, my man?
He's taking the old road up the hill.
I believe he has run out of fuel, as I just said. Kyle, be careful. Drivers are maybe going to come really fast. But, like I said, a lot of people that I know...
Coutinho was retired from the session.
That is probably
Did he
not
crash?
good. But as I've said, with a lot of drivers...
See if you can see his car. No.
They underfuel their car so much, so they have to go super slow with like low fuel mode on their in-lap, and that is not good. That's wasting a lot of time. We're getting a lot of yellow flags now, but I believe that is only drivers getting out of the way. No biggie. Currently the fastest is still Brandman in the Mercedes. Yellow flag, sector 2.
Yeah, that's Kyle. He's barely moving down the hill.
Williams. You shouldn't really believe it, like a Williams P3 in 2018. But every car is as fast as another one. Kyle driving a really slow.
Coloman just starts his fast lap on the, or hot lap on the softs. He only did an out lap on the medium tires. First time out.
We're on board now with Coloman going up a rouge. That was a nice line, no twitching, no nothing. Activating that DRS, going hard down the straight. Now you want to downshift to the 4th gear. I believe it's the fastest, and then you need to hit these apexes really good. Going into the weird as hell turn. I never liked this turn, always lock up every single time. A lot of struggle with this turn. Now into the second sector, going into the long left-hander there. Good speed. Now you want to go down to 5th, maybe 4th if you want to go a little slower. You want to kiss these apexes, like going really close to that white line. You shouldn't really go over it, because you're gotta have to do another laps, like another laps with your softs, and that is not ideal. Now Coloman going into the penultimate corner into 2nd gear. And he's over the line, and that is only P6 with a 144.1 with the softs. That is a little slow, but probably is going to improve on that time with probably going to go on super soft. Currently only 2 drivers put in a time with the softs and 1 man on the mediums, not 2 people on the mediums. As S-Boy Dan 44.3 with the mediums is not a bad lap time, but we consider P1 with 142.7 and still 5 drivers not put in a time. Probably should do like the softs. That is probably the best. And Jordik extending his tires over the white line, probably getting a invalid lap there. That is not good. Now SSR Cooper going into the penultimate corner. Nope, he's just starting his lap on the softs. 5 grid penalty, that is not good. That is not good for the Mercedes driver. That is probably going to have something with the stewards after the race. Even though he got a 5-place grid penalty, that is not good. Now another fastest time from
Matty's done the fastest time, 1:42.3.
That's a really good lap time there from the Red Bull driver. Yellow flag, sector 3, probably another car getting out of the way. Kyle going slow. Kyle just retired from the session. I remember you gotta remember, drivers, that you're only allowed to retire in pit. So you gotta be careful with that.
Buffett rollers up to third, 1:42.9. Kollaa's out on his first run on the Super Softs.
Yes, and we have Jordan with his 1 lap of Super Softs going into the penultimate corner now, having a nice line through this last chicane, little sideways out, and he puts in P2, really close there to P1. With now the Mercedes guys in P2, P3, that is looking real good for the Mercedes boys, because you still have 3 people to put the time in. It's going to be funny to see if one of those 3 people can snatch that pole position or get start on the front row.
And of course George will have a disadvantage of being on 1 lap older tires than the guys around him.
He's probably going to go in and then do another lap. You gotta be really fast, my man. Only 4.5 minutes left in the session. And there we go. SS Cooper not allowed. You're not allowed to retire on track. You must retire in the pits. There's a reason for this. Just checking a little around. There we go. Now it's only 3.5 minutes left of the session. You're gonna be really close. You basically need to go out around the 2.5 minute mark. So you have like 10-20 seconds to actually get when you go out with the 2.5 minutes left in the session. You basically only have 10-20 minutes to start your final lap. Now Skinny here in his Toro Rosso going to start new, and he messes it up a little bit, so that's going to be a little slow time there. he have the chance to go around if he has the fuel, but if not, I feel bad for him. The McLaren driver not really getting out of his way. Up Rouge, and he bins it. That is not good for the Toro Rosso driver, crashing up Rouge.
Coloman has just started his fast lap. He will also be on the 2-lap old soft to see if he improves his time.
Coloman
that's
having some troubles up at Rouge. I've actually tried a bit with the setup. If you have too high tire pressure, you are going to mess up in Rouge once or twice in the race. If you get a little too hot on your tires in the race, you're basically fucked. Chris retiring from the qualifying. Dark Ninja retiring.
Has probably crashed as well.
And we have ACR Wesley here. By the way, CWC is powered by the ACR team. And currently our founder Booje not attending this race, by the way, but Booje isn't confirmed an ACR driver, academy driver. And now we are officially powered by ACR now. Wesley here going into the penultimate corner, ready to start his time. The super softs going over the line now to start his
Coloman, he just crashes into the pit lane.
It's not
His
good.
qualifying's done.
ACR having it in out of T1. It's a good exit up Rouge, looking quite good, and he hits his apex going down the main straight. You want to activate your DRS as fast as possible, and then you want to go down to your 4th gear through this section, hitting over those curbs. And then we have the driver spinning around. I believe that was driver
loses it at Rouge as well.
ACR Wesley having some fuel issues, maybe. Low fuel is put on. Coloman is finished with qualifying, and Wesley extended his time. I'm not sure if he actually lost his time.
First time is over the line. It's a 44.0. He's only 9th.
Currently we have a Red Bull in P1, but is ACR Wesley going to have something to say about that? Going up the final corners now, putting it in to overtake on the ERS, probably max fuel now. 330 kilometers, and now braking at the 100-meter board down to 2nd gear into the penultimate corner, sliding a little bit, having a little bad exit, and now he goes over the line, and he is P6. The McLaren driver P6. Now checking around the grid, we have it's Dancer. He's cut the corner. Dancer, what is that? We are going to report that. We have to. Then we have.
Both as well improves. He's up to 42.5.
42.275 for the penultimate time here. That is a congrats to Jordan P1. But his teammate, however, he have a 5 grid penalty. Now just checking what the drivers are saying. Not really that interesting, but I'm now watching Brand the man with a 10-second grid penalty. That is not good for the McLaren driver. I mean the Mercedes driver, saying wrong things there. And now we're going to line up on the grid for our formation lap. It's looking really dark in the sky. Maybe people will suffer from this. When you have a bad weather and the weather looks gray, your tires temperatures are going to go through the roof. I'm not sure, but your tire wear is going to go through the roof. Now, have you, Mr. Kollaa, have you experienced that? Your tires just going through the roof because you have probably, I'm not sure, spun or anything.
Yeah, it takes only one spin to ruin the rest of your stint, and even if you're lucky enough to save or to not destroy your wing as you're spinning. Let's see, Rodriguez, do you want to go through the starting positions?
Yes, and now we have the Mercedes driver of Jordan in P1, Red Bull driver of Maddie in P2. Then we have Booje with the Renault in P3. Then, for some reason, Brandman is in P4 after that. No, he is not. It's saying he's at the back. Then we have a Ferrari at P5, ACR Wesley P6, P7 is Kyle. Then P8 Skinny in the Toro Rosso. Then we have P9 is a McLaren driver, Ruslan in P10 in his Force India. Then Coloman just outside the top 10, starting on those fresh tires. P11 S-Boy P12 on medium, on soft compound tires. That is a good choice. Dark Ninja and his teammate SSR Cooper in P13, P15, and P15 in. We have Chris in the Red Bull, Monkey Meg, I believe you say his name, in the Ferrari. That's the whole grid now. Jordan is at the penultimate corner, and there we have the Mercedes driver getting disqualified from the session. We have 2 disqualifications from the session. Jordan is now parking it up on the grid. Same with, just trying to find a good camera angle here. Here we go. The final cars is lining up onto the grid, and the lights are soon going to start the countdown for the Spa Grand Prix. Now we have, I can't see the lights. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and they are out. And a little delay, and away we go. The Red Bull driver getting an amazing start. Same with the McLaren driver. We're having a tangle up here. Having some small problems at the back.
Some small crashes after turn 1, not too bad though.
Jordan cutting the hell out of the top of Rouge. They're having a nice battle with the Renault and the Red Bull now at the front. The Red Bull.
Oh, we have a crash in the backfield. That's Dark Ninja and he's out.
Jordan, 3-second time penalty already. That is not good. that is not good for the Mercedes driver. Now, Mercedes driver in the lead with the Red Bull just at the back, tailing him down to this first lap. Cold tires, pretty much cold tires is not good for the first lap.
And Vitinho's running wide on the long left-hander.
P5.
Brand the man has had an excellent start. He's up 6 positions from 14th to 8th.
For me it says that he lost 4 positions, but for me it says he started P4. But it's not good. Definitely leaving the session there. And we have Extensor extending a lot here. They're now into lap 2.
Got several cars going wide at the last corner.
There. Having some small problems with the live streaming here.
I'll have car off. Let's see if we manage to save it. Yeah.
ACR Western here, P4. He's looking for gaining position into P3 on the Renault. But it's hard at this track to overtake because of all that dirty air.